Alright folks, hey, welcome back to another exciting video. That's right, we are back in Memoria Polis, and we are about to advance to the next stage. Well, actually, I lied. We're not going to advance to the next stage. Why? Because I kind of want to ride this out. I do want to build one of the wonders to, develop my city here a little bit more. And, it looks like it's coming along nicely. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the prettiest I've made a city so far, and I'm gonna have to start doing this from now on, like just really giving it some thought. So I'm gonna go ahead and just minimize that. Don't need it. Taking a look at what we have going on, kind of just trying to remind myself of some of the things that we have. I want to make sure that we're doing everything that we can, everything that we have possible. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and, oh wait, so I didn't realize that this was a thing. What happened here? There was an assault that had taken place in this district right here. That's not good. That's not good. And what district is this? This is for religious. That's religion. And we only have one available thing here. What is this right here? What are these ruins? No, those are not ruins. I thought maybe they were ruins, because I would actually spend the time out to actually develop one of these ruins, but it's okay. It's alright. We'll get there eventually. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn the timer back on and see what we can do in terms of like design. I'm just like really quickly looking over the city and trying to make sure I like what I see, and so far I do. There's some nice little area that could be developed into other districts. I don't even know what I put out here. Okay, so I have like especially, okay, so I got some education. I have some craftsmen living out in this region or in this part of the city. Okay, well that's cool. In terms of, do I have another building for religion that I can unlock? No, I don't. Oh, apparently I get this at the end of the Macedonia event. Okay, so I'm gonna have to wait till the Macedonia event is over with. So we'll just cut back on that. Cultural buildings. We do have another one for production. Have I think I've done that one. What's this one? Is a building economic center not just for its district but for the entire town. Many citizens come here to practice their crafts. Oh, this is quite expensive actually. It's a small building, but man, 300 attraction. That's not too bad. Now I could put down a military building. Man, I don't know. I really wish we had the other ones. Ludus Magnus. Building is already unlocked. The Emporium. The Damus and the Thermae. What wonders do I have, by the way? I have the giant Sassi di Matera. Okay. And then also the Trajan Ferrum. All of those are pretty expensive. Right, 2,000. Yeah, we got a ways to go before we get those blueprints. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and speed up. I'll catch you in the next, as soon as something happens. Okay, so really quick, we haven't been gone too long, but we now have the ability to actually pick up a wonder. Actually, we can actually pick up either the Sassi de Marta wanders. Okay, the wanders that surround your city are becoming more and more present. Some districts would like to find a safer haven for them in order to gradually reattach them to your activities. And then the legend has it that this was after a military triumph that the Emperor Trajan wanted the most spectacular of all forums. Grandiose, rich, and ornate, it was to surpass anything ever built. The area around Trajan Forum becomes buildable within the radius of 250 meters. The culture building closest to the wonder does not deteriorate with the passage of time. We have 900 attraction. Oh wait, here we go. Constraints. The merchants. Oh, okay. The building can only be constructed occur once during the game. Alright, so I can actually purchase this, which I think would be pretty beneficial, because it would also give us a little bit of a boost in our city. The question is, do we want the merchants to be happy, or do we want the Helliites? That's really what comes down to. So I think we'll do the merchants. All right, I need 210 bricks and 210 tiles to get this sucker going. What are we sitting at? Ooh, we might have to purchase those materials. Okay. So in terms of the tile, I mean, I could, let's see, what can I sell to them? I could sell this sand. Like, we're pretty up there with that. I mean, I could part with 900 units of sand. Oh, they can't purchase that much? How much can they actually purchase? Let's see, 50 units is okay. 100 is okay. 200 is okay. 500 is way too much. 300 is too, wait, 300 is too much? 250, 275, 290, 285, 86, 87, 88, 80. Okay, 288. just trying to make a deal here. All right, yes, we'll trade that for that. Okay, and then let's see, we need 150. So, oh man, 150. How much would it cost to get 30? I mean, that's reasonable. Yeah, let's go ahead and trade. Go for it. Okay. We'll purchase those. We'll get that money back in a little bit. All right. Yeah, see, we're making that money with no problems. And then I'll probably be able to trade that much sand again in just a little bit. Pause it. Let's see. Oh, not yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and up the production of bricks and tiles. Might as well, because I need 200 and some odd number, and I can't really, I don't want to sell too much. I mean, I probably could sell it again, but I need more bricks. Okay. I mean, it looks like we're about to get there really soon. Wonder. Oh, yes. Okay, now the question. Oh, my goodness, that sucker's huge.
That's what she said.
This looks like the perfect spot right here. I'm not going to lie. This right here, I think that should be fine. And we're going to construct that. And then there was also one thing that I did want to pick up. It was down here at the bottom, the Emporium. Because the Emporium, I need 87 tiles. I'll make it up in a second. Holy crap, it's actually gonna be cutting it real close. I'm up to 1150. Oh boy, I'm probably not gonna be able to build the Emporium, because we're about to shift to the next stage. Ooh, it's gonna be close, gang. It's gonna be close. Boom. Our wonder is finished. Oh, there was an issue. Apparently 35 wooden beams was stolen in this area. How dare they? We have a new wonder completed. Hooray. And then they're celebrating over, look at that, they're celebrating over here. Ain't that the coolest? Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and just change the age already. We're going to move towards the next stage. Alright, let's do that. So, by the looks of this timeline, we were actually pretty busy. I think this is the busiest, I think, on the timeline that I've ever seen, that I've ever been. Because of how close the construction of certain buildings were. I don't think I've actually had it this close before. I think the timeline is usually pretty sporadic, or nothing in between. So this is actually kind of cool. So so the age of antiquity is over. Okay, the threat of Macedonia has ended. So what are we going to do? Are we going to interrupt, or are we going to condemn? All right, I think we're gonna go ahead and this is going to give us the safety and belonging, so I think we're going to do that. This stuff we can make on our own. We got plenty of resources. We fulfilled 2 out of the 4. Now, there's still no definition as to what these are going to be. They did have a Q&A not too long ago between the devs because there were a lot of people asking questions and not realizing what kind of game that they were getting. A lot of people thought that this was a stupid scam and stuff like that. They clearly just didn't read. You know, I've already said too much at this point. So there's 2 more ages that we're going to be looking at, the Middle Ages and the Renaissance. The Age of Enlightenment is going to be the last one that we're going to take a look at. So let's go ahead and push on. Now this part is interesting, okay? So we have these various buildings, right? So buildings can be protected during the age change by using memory points. Clicking on a red cross turns it green, thus protecting the building. Gray hands mean that the building is already under the protection of a faction. Alright, so there's not many buildings that are under the protection of a faction, by the looks of it. So, positive effects for each cultural building preserve the protection of cultural points. Alright. So I think we really didn't work on the education side. That might be something we kind of work towards in the medieval period. So let's see, this building right here, I want to hold on to that building. Okay. Population, sure. Okay, what are we looking at in terms of? Let's see, can I hold on to all of them? No, I can't. Okay, that's okay. I wasn't too worried about that one. And then alright, I think we should be good. Alright, so now what do we want to do? Do we want to continue on with the craftsmen? Or do we want to switch up to the merchants? I feel like we should do the merchants because since we built the merchant wonder, the merchants should be the ones that kind of like take control of the city for this particular era. And so this particular trade we will get when trade routes travels, it increases its passive income by 200%. I think that's pretty beneficial, which means we should do a lot more trading. Alright, let's see who develops more during the medieval period, or who I kind of want to focus on. I think outside of the merchants, I think scholars and the religious folks I want to kind of focus on. And maybe by the time of the Renaissance, we see a political upheaval with the military. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Alright, so this cycle ends in 1815. Alright, so from what I've figured, at the start of every age, you are going to construct a new city center. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this sucker down. People are still living in this. This is like considered the older city, right? And then so the newer city is going to be built somewhere, I'm thinking about maybe somewhere around here. Maybe somewhere out in this general area. So, too far from downtown or wonder. Oh, it's got to be close by. Look at that. Too far from downtown or wonder. Okay. I thought it could be anywhere. I guess this was something that I didn't catch in the last update. No problem. So we'll go ahead and just expand the city in this position. Alright. Let's see. Construct the cultural building commercial guild. That's what she wants us. This is what the Jezebel from Faction Merchants. This is what she wants us to do. So in terms of our cultural buildings, we don't really have any because they're all brand spanking new, right? So I'm gonna put a pause here real quick. Okay, so yeah, so we need to kind of like really figure out what we're gonna do. And I think we have a new building. That's right. It's called the small mine. So now we can mine for iron and gold. That's going to be kind of important. So I did say, what did I say? Having the commercial people makes sense to me. So we're going to develop that in terms of our culture at the start. And I'm going to go ahead and unlock the mine. Actually, is there another cultural building that I can probably like push out? Maybe the politics stuff. Yeah, let's do that. All right. So let's go ahead and push this out. So first things first, we're gonna need a mine. All right, because we're gonna need to hunt. We need to go mine for gold. Let's see. Is there any gold in the area of where we used to? Oh yeah, there's plenty of spots actually. Look at that. There is a bunch of gold. What about iron? Oh my goodness. There sure is. Oh wow. So there's plenty of iron right here. So we can go ahead and start. We can put a mine right here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll hit the iron mine, and then we need to put down another mine. And we're going to be looking for gold. Oh, there's some gold there. There's some gold here. Oh, look at that. There's some decent amount of gold right here. All right. And gold and iron, definitely. Okay, that's pretty good. Over here, this is kind of crazy. We're gonna have to put a mine somewhere around here to get to extract that, and we're gonna do it too because we can. This is the older city. It's kind of like irrelevant at this point, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Oh, they want to expand. Sure, we'll let them expand. All right, why not? And then we're gonna go ahead and put down a guild. All right, so the guild structure is gonna go close to the city center. Makes sense, right? I think so. So I'm going to put this structure about right here. And then we're going to construct it. Okay. Let's add a little bit of safety. And then when we have enough for the... when we have enough for these other buildings over here, after as soon as we get the gold, we'll be fine. So these people are still celebrating. If I'm not mistaken, eventually we'll be able to upgrade some of these buildings that have fallen into disrepair. And, oh, like this one, repair this building? Absolutely. And then this one, some of these buildings can be upgraded. And we can actually increase the density of some of the older districts. Which is going to be kind of cool. So we'll like eventually be updating or upgrading the older city to make it look like a newer city, right? So that's going to be kind of cool. Alright, let's go ahead and speed up this. Alright, so the guild has been constructed, and now also too we're gonna need we need 225 gold for the malice. Alright, so we'll get that going hopefully really soon. We're up to 55. I might have to put down another mine. There's a couple of spots. There's a couple of spots. Like I could put down a gold mine right here. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's go ahead and put down a gold mine. We'll put down another mine. Oh, I can't build it in the swamp area. All right, we're gonna focus on gold production here, and then in terms of iron, we'll hit up another spot too. Small mine. All right, and right there. And then of course we'll upgrade the mines in a little bit. Oh, they want to expand into this area? By all means, go for it. They're more than welcome to do so. The military fraction is trying to gain some ground here, which I don't mind if they do. I don't mind at all. Let's see. Construct the Culture Education Universitas. I need 90 workers for this one. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Faction installation. The Albizzi family is at the gates of your city. The Albizzi and Giovanna family are members of the Arte della Lana, one of the most important merchant guilds in their hometown of Florence. They are highly influential not only in their country's commerce, but also in politics, as many citizens of their faction hold respected positions in the government of their hometown. If you accept them, the faction will occupy an available area in your city. +5 to trust a political authority retailers. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll do that. Alright. I mean, we have to destabilize a group, we'll destabilize, but I think we'll be okay. Now the Malice, I'm gonna construct the Malice over here. Alright, as soon as it becomes available. Alright. Like, there's no way that we can construct the university. I mean, I know they want us to. I can unlock it. But in terms of, like, I need 112 workers for that one. Oh, the Malice is so small. So small. Okay. Oh, the effects of attrition. Oh, that's right. Outside of this area is considered attrition. That's okay. Let's see. That's fine. And then we will also do creativity here. Alright? Who says the government can be creative? Not this guy. Especially this guy. Alright, so, there's nothing that we can do to make this faction happy at the moment. We don't have enough workers. And we're definitely going to have to... Let's see, in terms of services, we gotta wait for some of these factions to actually gain ground, unfortunately. Alright, so this one right here. Oh, I mean, we could probably purchase the next level of the towers, but we'll hold off on that just for right now. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward. Alright, so we do have an event that pops up. Yersinia Pestis. This morning the town is in a state of panic. Oh no. The Black Death is threatening every town in the region. The population is crying out for urgent measure to contain the plague. Okay, so we can either... What can we do? You have 3 viable options. We can support the citizens to find a cure, quarantine the suspected sufferers, or we can recruit foreign doctors despite the risk to their own city. In terms of, like... Well, we'll pay 40 golds for 50 cycles. Okay, that's fine. We'll just have to do some extra trading if need be. Now, how do I make people happy or satisfied? Attractiveness of is based off of the attractiveness of the city. Okay, the faction that was once in control now wants me to production building. Disturbance of production buildings minus 15%. This is called carding. Oh, that's a research thing. Okay. So we'll have to wait. I mean, I could put down a rope ring. Oh, look at that, a Universitas. Oh man, Universitas would be really awesome right now. Question is, do I build it in the old city or do I build it in the new city? I feel like I should be constructing things in the old city. I mean, in the new city, not the old. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm gonna just go ahead and build it. Go ahead and add health to this. And then production. I need 90 work. These buildings are freaking huge, man. Many inhabitants were saved thanks to your actions. Sacks of gold were sent to anyone who was willing to help, and doctors quickly flocked to the city to stem. Didn't escape. Your citizens didn't escape unscathed, but your gestures helped us understand the epidemic better. In any case, we must now look to the future. Alright. Just goes to show you, money can, buy everything. Oh, look at that. We have a new faction that's moved in. Another political faction. The Plantagenet dynasty is a prestigious royal line that has provided many kings and queens to the crown. Deborah, I think it's Deborah. Deborah, their representative, wishes to protect his family from internal rivalries and conflicts with other dynasties in order to return home more powerful. I mean, sure. That's fine. I mean, it's just going to be a slow go-to in terms of what we're doing. That's crazy. Like, nobody wants to come out this way. Now, why is that? Oops, I don't want to send a bug. I need to see. Okay, yeah, attraction. Attraction's kind of low over here. No. This one. Attraction's fairly high in certain areas. Okay, I know I've constructed a ropery. No, I haven't constructed a ropery. A guild and a malice and a universitas. Ropery is what I have not constructed. Probably as soon as I get 90 people, I'll construct a ropery as quickly as possible. Okay. I totally forgot that building was going to be really big. Or really long. Either way, I totally forgot that it was going to be like that. They want me to construct another guild. I don't have the population. It's a big building. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, I have no way of building that building. I can't build a guild hall at the moment. What's this? Craftsmen are trying to gain more footing. Craftsman's at 56 cultural points. The merchants are at 542. They are really, really trying. Oh. Another faction has moved in. These guys are founded by Hughes, the Compagnon des Devoirs Brotherhood, focuses on apprenticeship and the transmission of craft skills. Alright, cool. I mean, we're starting to gain ground, but the religious folks are just not able to put down any kind of roots at all whatsoever. It kind of sucks. I need 102 for this one, and this is a medium-sized building. Like, I have to upgrade, improve medieval city center. Finally, this is going to help us out in the long run. I mean, it only took us 277 freaking years, cycles, whatever. All right, so we're going to go ahead and improve the city center. Okay, so we get a forge, a gold beater, and something called a parvis, which is a decoration. Alright. So I think this is where we're going to end it off pretty well here. We have a pretty decent foothold, or at least developing one, in this new era. The new city is still kind of like slow to build, but we do have new factions moving in. What are we going to do about these old cultural buildings? Are we going to rebuild them? Are we going to repair them? Do we have the resources? Because now I got to look at towards steel and gold leaves. So my resources are becoming a bit more necessary. Or not necessary, complicated. There you go. That's the right common word for it. Alright guys, well, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. If you like the content that you're seeing right now, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Also, leave a like. And if there's something that I missed, or maybe something that I need to probably try doing, or, you know, if you have an idea as to maybe how I can increase my population a lot quicker, hey, please leave a comment. And I'll see you down there, guys. Take care of yourselves and each other. I'll see you in the next one. See you later.